RDL / standing good morning because we're using the exact same movement pattern, but the standing good morning is twice as difficult. So we're going to use the RDL to get to 100% of body weight for 10, which is the standard. But then rather than having to go ridiculously heavy, I've coached people to double body weight, but I prefer a progression where once you reach the standard, you then rebuild the process with the bar on back doing the standing good morning, but this builds your protection. Then you would work toward 100% for 5 in a standing good morning, which standing good morning to seated good morning, you want perfect balance, and both of those, the world-class number is 100% for 5. So you can actually see there, seated good morning prioritizing glute, standing good morning prioritizing hamstring, and you can compare, find your weakness, and thus get more gains, prevent plateaus, and prevent injury by being in balance. Now, there's 3 things here which I'm going to show you, but that's the low back arch, the knees behind the ankles, which pulls in the hamstring stretch, and the low back below parallel. Those are the 3 that make it a full stretch RDL or a full stretch standing good morning, the ATG style. And in red, the Jefferson curl is the undercut to the RDL, because if your lower back loses position in the RDL, now you're relying on your Jefferson curl. And for that reason, you don't have to rush into the RDL. You can totally do Jefferson curl in its place. Jefferson curl is the undercut to RDL, and it is worth mentioning, you don't even have to rush to a bar and heavy weights. You could use dumbbells and do something like we do for the knees, where you do your warm-up sets, and then on the last set, you go to rep failure. I've coached as many as 50 reps on that last set using dumbbells with the RDL. So you don't have to rush into it, but if you do want world-class low back strength in that stretched position and arguably world-class hamstrings, these are the numbers that I have seen get people to those levels. So let's dive in and take a look. I apologize showing you from this angle, but it's what we have to do to show the 3 form points, right? So with Romanian deadlift, I'm trying to keep the arch in my back, push my knees behind my ankle, and get my low back below parallel. And then, standing good morning, you'll notice the leverage of the bar makes it about twice as hard. So this is what you'd progress to. I'll turn around here for a second. So, as you can see, to be very clear, I'm not advising starting with standing good morning. I'm advising starting with Romanian deadlift. Don't be surprised if you get really sore. This is only done once every 14 days as part of a super well-rounded program, and then so that you don't have to go riskily heavy on the Romanian deadlift, you can then start loading on your back with the standing good morning. So that's how it's done. Can't wait to see you do it. And if you can, film from that angle so I can coach it exactly like if we were in person.